Well, hello and welcome to an update in our Michigan High School Boys Golfer of the Year contest. This award made possible because of Tour Edge Golf. See for yourself why over 150 PGA Tour players have chosen to play Tour Edge, pound for pound leader in golf club innovation and performance. Find out more at touredge.com. I am Lorne, and the man to my right on your screen is Michigan Golf Live's executive producer and host, Bill Hobson. How's it going, Bill?
It's going great. Welcome to a brief glimpse of summer. So we've got shorts on and not 4 layers of clothing. So I don't know how long it'll last, but it's kind of nice to feel for a while.
I think we're getting a good stretch here, and I'm putting it out there because we need it for these golfers out there for the next month so they can get all the rounds in they need to. So as we get to regionals and beyond, we know who are, playing their best and have had opportunity to work it all out. So we are going to be making some changes in our top 10 as anyone should expect. This is a race where we're going to have people come on. So there'll be 2 to be exact. But first, we would like to have Bill comment on Grosse-Ile senior Anthony Naso. Now, it could be pronounced Naso. So either way, we want to put that out there. But we did have a chance to see Anthony compete on Monday at the Flint Golf Club. There were a couple other players, Robert Burns to be exact, from Flint Powers, and a few others that are in our competition had a chance to be there. It was nice sunny skies, but it was windy. It was a windy day on Monday. The app information said that Anthony finished 10th out of 118 players competing. But what did you notice about Anthony's game?
Well, I did notice that it was windy, and
Yes.
golfers can handle that in a million different ways, and some are easier to adapt to it, playing the ball down low or perhaps adjusting to how it's impacting the ball flight, trajectory, that kind of thing. I was watching Anthony closely in the highlights that you sent because he wears his emotions on his sleeve. It was interesting to see him after various shots. You could see him kind of grimacing a little bit or being excited about them. But Monday wasn't exactly his best day ever. But this is a young man who finished second at the state finals last year in D3 with a 2-day total of 145. So he's a talented golfer. That we know. And we also have to remember that with the starts and stops and the weather interruptions that we've had for the golf season to this point, not very many golfers are into the regular rhythm, their full rhythm. So here's Anthony at Flint Golf Club fighting his way through, finished 10th or 12th with an 81 on Monday. And he would probably say, "Oh, guys, why is that the highlight day you had to come and get for me? Because, I never shoot over 80. Whatever the case, the young man has a good swing. He's got a really good short game. And on a day where the wind is, 20 to 25 miles an hour, an 81 is nothing to be ashamed of. And he's rightfully in this discussion of our top 10.
Right. He started out the gate on fire this season, won the Huron League Jamboree, had several top 5 performances, but when it comes to being considered one of the top 10 golfers in the state, he has fallen off a bit. This happens. So he's one of the guys who is going to be falling onto our watch list for now. I do want to make a note that his father sent an email and wanted to make a point that his son, and I appreciate this, I really do. His son is a 4-year letter winner in 3 sports. So he plays hockey, golf, and tennis. And he said, I know there are a lot of kids committed to one sport, but there are some that compete in multiple that need recognition. And he's going to play golf at Ohio Northern University, which he chose there for the academics that they offer.
Lorne, it's funny you mentioned hockey. I didn't know that was the case. And as I was watching the highlights of his swing, I thought 2 things. One, his lower body, he's got a power plant that's reminiscent of somebody who competes in different sports. And I was kind of thinking about hockey when I saw his swing, because it has a short, abbreviated route to it that contains a lot of power. So it's kind of funny how you can kind of spot some of the similarities between the preparation for both sports. And he is, I'm gonna guess that he's a long hitter because he's got a power plant that he knows how to put into effect. Perhaps that comes from having the multi-sport experience of hockey.
So he's going to have an opportunity to get right back in this race. There's still a lot of golf to go. So he'll step out now, along with one of our recent kind of entries, Saginaw Heritage golfer Daniel Gladke. He's going to have to play his way back into the top 10. So both are just going to fall to our watch list now. But, fellas, I want to reiterate, don't get discouraged. Buckle down, get after it. As you say, Bill, golf is a funny game, but this is a friendly competition designed to just recognize those who are just happen to be playing the best in the state right now.
And really what you want to be doing is you want to be peaking as you get to the end of the season. You want to be playing your very best heading into conference tournaments and then hopefully into the state finals. So again, we're still getting rhythm. We're still getting used to getting out there and competing, and you're still doing it without those perfect scoring conditions. And I like to remind younger golfers, Lorne, whenever I get a chance to talk to them, and I did just a couple days ago at an event, you don't have room for panic in golf because, especially over a tournament that has a couple of rounds to it or a season that has several events to it, you're not going to be at your very best every single day. That's why on the PGA Tour, there are missed cuts amongst players that you thought would never miss a cut because the last time you watched them, they were so incredibly good. So prepare your mind for the vagaries of the game, for the disappointments that sometimes come with it. And then when you do it right, when you have one of those performances that just everything clicked, you never even felt the ball hit the club face, remember that moment, maybe how you prepared for it, how you handled it, so that hopefully you can recreate it.
Absolutely. Great advice. And so here are the two guys going in. Wall Lake Northern Jr., Ryan O'Rourke. He's the third ranked golfer right now in the state, 16 rounds of golf. He's finished first in 7 events. Wall Lake Northern is really just a top 50 team. So Ryan is the standout in that program. Also going into the top 10 is going to be Chelsea senior Reed Murray. He's currently 6th in the state. His last 4 events, 2 first-place finishes, 1 second-place finish, and 1 fourth-place finish. He's on fire right now as a team. Chelsea ranked 6th in the state. So those two guys will go in. We'll get the pages updated so that you fans out there can start voting on those two gentlemen. Now, as far as voting in the contest, Brother Ice Jr. Lorenzo Panini has got a lot of fans, and he has nearly 16,000 votes in our competition. He's the leading vote getter, and no matter how he's playing really right now, which is still very, very good. He can never be removed from the competition as per the rules of our race. At the end of the regular season, the winner of the online vote will automatically be in the Final Four. He'll have a 20% advantage to win the whole thing. You can vote for our top 10 candidates right now by clicking on the Golfer of the Year banner on the homepage at statechampsnetwork.com. I know you've made it available on your email newsletter and things for quick links for people to vote if they want to do that. But the bottom line is this list will evolve, and just because a guy may be out right now, Bill, it does not mean he cannot play his way back in.
Absolutely, and the nomination process continues. So
yes,
as more and more people become aware of this whole competition, I would anticipate you to have some more names coming into you from athletic directors and coaches and perhaps even parents who say, hey, you're missing one here. And that's fine. That's exactly what this process is set up to do, is to recognize golfers who are competing, maybe not getting the attention for the quality of their play.
Absolutely. You could do that by emailing me very simply. The address is idea@statechampsnetwork.com. Next week, I'm going to lay down the timeline for when we're going to freeze our top 10 and choose our Final Four, and when you will know who will be this year's champion. So that's it for now. For Bill Hobson, I'm Lorne Plant. That's it for the week's update in our State Champs Michigan High School Boys Golfer of the Year race presented by Tour Edge.